Title: Whispers of the Forgotten. The town of Ravenswood had always been cloaked in an unsettling shroud of mystery. Its twisted trees seemed to reach out like skeletal fingers, and the buildings stood like silent sentinels guarding a secret that had long been forgotten. People whispered about the curse that hung over Ravenswood, a curse that was said to have originated from an ancient ritual gone horribly wrong. One fateful night, a group of friends decided to spend the weekend at the abandoned Ravenswood Manor. They were drawn to the legends, craving the thrill of a supernatural encounter. Ignoring the warnings of the locals, they entered the decaying mansion, their laughter echoing through its decrepit halls. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting eerie shadows that danced on the walls, the group gathered in the grand parlor. Candles flickered, their feeble flames barely illuminating the room. They formed a circle, their hands trembling as they clutched each other tightly. With a hushed voice, Sarah, the most daring of the group, began to recite the incantation she had found in an old, dusty book. The words seemed to hang in the air, laden with an otherworldly power. The room grew colder, and an unsettling silence fell over them. Suddenly, a gust of wind extinguished the candles, plunging the parlor into darkness. Panic surged through the group as they fumbled for their flashlights. When the beams of light pierced the blackness, they found themselves no longer alone. Standing before them were specters, their translucent forms swaying like smoke in the wind. The air grew thick with a sense of dread, and the temperature dropped further, causing their breath to mist with each exhale. One by one the spirits began to speak, their voices a haunting chorus of agony and despair. They revealed their stories of suffering, tales of lives cut short and dreams left unfulfilled. As the group listened in horror, they realized that the curse of Ravenswood was no mere legend, it was a living nightmare that had consumed countless souls over the centuries. The room itself seemed to twist and contort, the walls closing in on them. The friends screamed as the floor gave way beneath them, sending them tumbling into a pit of darkness. They landed in a chamber adorned with ancient symbols and surrounded by the tormented spirits. A malevolent presence loomed in the shadows, its presence suffocating. Desperation gripped the group as they tried to escape, but the spirits closed in, their wailing cries deafening. Each attempt to flee only led them deeper into the labyrinthine depths of Ravenswood Manor, the very walls seeming to twist and warp to confound their efforts. Days turned into nights, and the group's sanity began to unravel. They faced their worst fears, their past mistakes coming back to haunt them in twisted, nightmarish visions. It became impossible to distinguish reality from illusion, and the line between life and death blurred. One by one the friends succumbed to the malevolent forces that ensnared them. Their bodies were found weeks later, twisted and contorted, their faces etched in an expression of eternal terror. The legend of Ravenswood continued to grow, a cautionary tale whispered in hushed tones. And as the winds howled through the desolate streets of Ravenswood, the echoes of their screams lingered, a grim reminder of the horrors that awaited those who dared to delve into the darkness. The curse of Ravenswood had claimed yet another group of souls, its hunger for torment and suffering insatiable. But even now the spirits of the forgotten still roamed the halls of Ravenswood Manor, their anguished whispers carried on the wind, a chilling reminder that some secrets are best left undisturbed, and that the horrors that lie beneath the surface are far more terrifying than any mortal mind can comprehend.